Naughty. See, I didn't do that type of stuff when I was Jehovah's Witness. I was a good girl. I was such a good girl that I went to the elders and confessed to them before I was even baptized. And I didn't even have to do all that. Actually, I went to the elders twice. You want to hear about it? You want to hear about it? I don't even know if I should say this. How much time I got left? Oh, I got time today. Okay, I'll tell you. So here's the 2 times I went to the elders. The first time I went to the elders, like I said, I wasn't baptized yet, but I felt so guilty. I had been going to the Kingdom Hall my whole life, and I just felt like I wanted to start with a clean slate. I was working towards baptism. I had already been studying. I was getting towards the end of my first book. Was it the Teach book? Yeah, because I studied at Draw Close to Jehovah at my second book. So I was getting ready to finish up my first book, and I was getting ready. I was preparing for baptism. I called my service overseer, right? And I was like, I really need to talk to you about a serious sinful matter. He said, well, give me a gist of what it's about. And I said, well, I just think it's important that I confess to Jehovah. See, you be brainwashed. You think you confessing to Jehovah. You not. You talking to some old, grumpy, nasty, horny ass men. Anyway, I told him, I said, well, I think it's important that I tell y'all about my relationship with my ex-girlfriend. Oh, come on. You had your suspicions. You was right. You should have listened to yourself. Yeah. I felt bad. Even though I'd already broken up with her and everything, I just needed to come clean. I wanted to be clean in Jehovah's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So the brother arranged for him and his assistant to come by my house, and they sat down and talked with me. And they asked me all types of goddamn questions. So it wasn't an official judicial committee, but man, they sure had questions for me. What they asked me, how long had the relationship been going on? It had been going on for a while too. It wasn't like something that it wasn't some summer fling. Like, I was really in a relationship with this woman for a good amount of time. I hope she okay. They asked me, what would we do? Have the time of my life. That's what I would do. They would ask, how would we do it? Like, how would we plan it? And I told them all of that. And then they wanted more detail about like what I would actually do. Like, they really was trying to get a play-by-play, but I kept it vague. You know, I kept it like, well, you know, generally, you know, yeah, that's what we did. I don't know what else you were asking me. You know, so yeah, questions like that. So I told them all of that. I was so completely humiliated, so completely embarrassed. Oh my God, I should have never told them anything. And then check this out. This is why that third reason is a lie. When they talk about it's going to be just between them, that same week at the service meeting, they had a local need about guard against homosexuality. And the brothers called me. He called me before the meeting and told me they were going to get that local needs and for me not to worry because it was not about me. Really? I had already been going to that congregation. I was regularly attending meetings, studying. I was doing my thing. They had never gave no local needs about that until I went to them and told them about my girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? And I knew other people's business from growing up in Watchtower, and especially after I became a pioneer. So I know that they talking about your business. You need to know that if you're a Jehovah's Witness. Don't go to them elders and tell you everybody in the congregation gonna know. The second time I went to the elders to confess was after I got baptized. I can't remember how long it was, but it wasn't too long after I got baptized. Maybe a year. I went to that same service overseer, my same group overseer. I went to him and I confessed to him that I think I have a masturbation problem. I be stroking. Hey, I be stroking to the east. I be stroking to the west. Oh my God, I had my little calendar. I had exes all over that bitch. Boy, you would have thought them was my field service days. Oh no. But I was doing some return visits. Oh my God. Yeah, I was doing some return visits. I'm couldn't back it up. Anyway. Oh my God. And that was worse than the first time I went to the elders, because it was just me and him. I wasn't pioneering by then, I don't think. No. Did I? Was I? I can't remember. So I told him, and he said he had questions. He called me back like a couple of nights later. Like, he called me late at night to check up on me. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Them brothers is perverted. I'm sorry. If you was ever an elder, you was perverted. You just want to hear sex stories for free. Yeah. So he would ask me questions like, what was I thinking about? Huh? I was thinking about her. And how often would I do it? And how did I feel after? Oh my God, talk about the guilt. Talk about the guilt. And he asked me some other questions. And then he told me he would follow up with me. And so, but after I had that conversation with him, I felt so creeped out. I said, I'll never tell him this again. I don't care if it is a problem. It's going to be between me and Jehovah, because you can't get this fellowship for it. I had asked him that. I think I was under the impression that you could, but you can't, because you're not, it takes two people to commit a sexual, it takes more than one party. I can't remember all the technical theocratic jargon, but you can't sexually assault yourself. So, you know, you can't get in trouble about that. But I think if you do it, and I think if you confess to participating in that behavior to like an excess, it can fall under lewd conduct. I don't know. It was always so many loopholes and shit in Watchtower. The biggest perk of that job for a man is for him to feel important and for him to get his rocks off, to hear other people's sexual stories. Convince me if I'm wrong. That's all a judicial committee is. That's what it is. It's straight up torture and trauma. I want to know. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to. No pressure over here, baby. But if you want to share your creepy elder encounters or your meetings or your confessions, leave it in the comments. I might make a video about it. Hey, take it easy on me. I share some personal information, but oh, what the hell? The world's gone mad anyway. I might as well keep it real with myself if I don't keep it real with nobody else. So hey, it is what it is. But anyway, until next time, peace. Choose better, y'all. Choose better. Choose better. This is a positive statement. Choose better. Choose not to talk to the elders. Choose to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Choose to show love to the people who are showing love to you. Choose not to be deceived by this matrix any further. Choose freedom. Choose liberty. Choose authenticity. Choose yourself. Choose better. All right. Peace.